Warning, what I'm about to say might make some people uncomfortable, but we need to talk about it. Buying fake followers, likes, and views is everywhere. And Monday night, I caught a big account in the act. I was scrolling through Instagram, saw a post from someone in the marketing space with over 1 million followers, and they are actually credible. And it seemed normal until I noticed something off. 2,000 likes in 20 minutes and 1 comment. That is like throwing a party and no one's actually talking. So I did what any marketer would do. I click on the likes and guess what? All fake accounts. Now, the average person might not notice, but if you are in business, marketing, maybe you are a content creator, you know exactly what this looks like. And the second I realized that their likes were fake, I had to ask myself, is their entire audience fake too? And why do they have to do this? Now, this hit home for me because, truth time, I've been guilty of chasing vanity metrics in the past. And I know the temptation and I get why small business owners do it, especially when you are starting out and it feels like no one's paying attention. But here's the thing, this actually hurts your business way more than it helps. So in this video, I'm going to break down why fake followers are a terrible idea, and more importantly, what to do instead to grow your audience the right way. And stick around till the end because I will be walking you through a quick Facebook ads training to show you how to bring in real followers who actually care about what you do and repel the ones that will never buy from you. Now, if you are new here, I'm Nancy Badillo, and I help small business owners turn their passions into a profitable online business. If that sounds like something you need, hit that subscribe button so you never miss a new video. And trust me, you don't want to miss this one, so let's get into it. Let's talk about the ugly truth about buying fake followers. Buying fake followers is like showing up to a party with 1,000 mannequins, and sure, the room looks full, but no one's talking, no one's dancing, and no one is buying your overpriced charcuterie board. Now, fake followers don't buy. They aren't adding to your business. They're just inflating numbers. And if you're selling on Etsy, on Amazon, on your own website, do you want an audience full of bots from who knows where, or real people who actually want what you make? The second thing, it messes with the algorithm. Instagram, TikTok, and even Facebook search algorithm push content that's engaging. So if you have 50,000 fake followers who never interact, your reach actually tanks because the platform thinks your content is irrelevant. And it also kills your credibility, especially if you are in the space like marketing. If people think you grew by sketchy tactics, why would they trust you to teach them real growth strategies? It's like a personal trainer who never actually steps foot in a gym. So what should you do instead? And I get it, you want to grow and you want to grow fast. But here's the thing, quality beats quantity every single time. So instead of buying fake engagement, let's talk about how to get real growth. The first step is create value-driven content. I know everyone says this, but seriously, people follow accounts that help them or entertain them. So if you're just posting product pictures and saying buy this, you're gonna struggle. So make content that makes people say, wow, I need this today. The second thing is engage with your audience. If somebody comments, respond. If they DM you, reply. Social media is literally social. So imagine being at a dinner party and just sitting there in silence. It's weird, right? And thirdly, run targeted paid ads. And this is where things get fun. Instead of buying fake followers who would never buy from you, what if you actually targeted real people who are interested in your stuff? And look, I get the temptation. I've been there. But faking it until you make it, it only works if you're faking confidence, not your audience. So now what I'm going to do is show you how to create a creative using Canva and how to run ads to your Instagram page to grow your following with paid ads. And the best part is that you are attracting people who are interested in your products and services. So let's get started. All right, so here we are on Canva. And the first step is to create your creative. This is the actual image that people will see to click and give you a follow on Instagram. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a design from scratch. I'm going to create a custom size, and it's going to be 1080 by 1080. And then create new design. It's going to open this window here. If you are the brand like myself, you're going to put your picture. If you're behind the brand, you're going to put your logo. So, and you can also put like your products or services within your logo as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my picture up here, and I'm going to go ahead and fit it in the actual Canva. And then I'm going to add like a text on top. So I'm going to go to elements. I'm going to go ahead and use shapes, and I'm going to put this right on top. Like maybe like right here. And then I'm going to add text on top of this. I'm going to change the text to black so we could see it. I'm going to change the actual font size. And I already have some text here. So I'm going to say, ready to turn your passion into profit. Follow me for daily tips. So this is what people are going to see. This is the actual ad. I like to do a simple, just a square image that I could promote both on Instagram and Facebook. So this is what I will recommend for you to do. And then I'm going to use my branding colors, make sure that this is a legible font, that when people read it, they know exactly what I'm saying. And it's simple, right? And then what I could also do if I wanted to, I could search for elements. I could search for like follow. And I could use any of these if I wanted to as well. I have done it in the past as well. So you could do something like this, follow us, or you could use like this little icon here. And essentially you could just put it like in a little corner like this if you wanted to. You could play around with it and see where you could do it. You could do things like this where you have like little hearts and something like that. So that looks kind of cool. You put it in this side, probably looks a little bit better. So I like that. I think that looks good. So once you have that and you're happy with it, you're going to go ahead and download the image. You could download it as a PNG, and you're going to save this to your computer because you're going to need this image in order to create your ad. So I'm just going to go ahead and save it in my desktop. The next step is we want to go to Facebook Business Manager. And you want to make sure that you do it from the back end. You don't want to do a boost from your actual Instagram app or Facebook app. The reason for that is because you have more control over who you're targeting. And that's the objective. We want to make sure that we are targeting the right people. They're going to be compelled enough to follow us and eventually consume our content, join our memberships or our courses or buy our products or whatever else you're selling. So let's go ahead and head over to Facebook Ads Manager. All right, so here we are on Facebook Ads Manager. I'm going to leave the link to this page right below this video. So make sure to click it so you could head over to the right page. You also want to make sure that before you run any type of ads, that you have a Facebook business page and that you have an Instagram page that's connected. If you don't have that, it won't allow you to run ads. So keep that in mind. So set those up before running any type of ad. Now, before we actually proceed to the tutorial, I wanted to share with you guys my new course. It's called the Lead Gen course. In this course, I teach you how to grow your email list for as little as $5 per day. You don't need a landing page. You don't need to be tech savvy. And once you set this up, it will run on autopilot for you, meaning every single day, even when you're sleeping, your email list is growing. I personally use this method. I've been using it now for a very long time, and I get thousands of emails per month. And this helps me to continue to sell on autopilot, to continue to have that consistency every single month of my income. The main reason why many business owners struggle with consistency of income is because they're trying to grow everything organically, which you could do, but it takes more time and you will have more ups and downs of income and you won't have that predictable income. And a lot of the times, many gurus won't say this out loud, they won't admit it. But if they were to stop Facebook ads completely, they wouldn't make 30, 40, 50, 100,000 per month. They wouldn't make any money. It's really hard to grow organically, to be quite honest. And only a few have mastered growing organically and have gone viral. And that actually helps them to make sales. However, for the most of us, right, we need to run ads in order to get more visibility, in order to get leads on a consistent basis. So if you want predictable income every month, where you know you're going to make 5,000, 10,000, 15,000 every month, then you need to master Facebook ads. You need to learn advertisement, whether that's on Facebook, on Pinterest, maybe like Google ads, etc. It will make a huge difference in the trajectory of your business and how much money you will make. So if you're interested in learning how to start even like $5 per day, growing your email list, comment the word lead below. I'll send you the link to my course. And if you have any additional questions, you can always come back here or email me directly, and I will leave my email for those that comment the word lead. I will give you my email. You could email me anytime you want with any questions that you may have. So let's go ahead and proceed with the tutorial. So here we are on my Facebook Manager dashboard, and I have blurred out a lot of the stuff because it's my private account, but I'm still going to walk you through the entire process. So I'm not going to leave you dry. So first thing you want to do is click on create. And from here, what you want to do is click on traffic and continue. And then you want to select manual traffic campaign because we're trying to send traffic to your actual Instagram, and we want to have control of who we're sending traffic to, right? We don't want Facebook to pick our audience. So that's why we're doing the manual. Now you want to name your campaign. So I'm going to name it the date that I'm starting the campaign. So I'm starting the campaign tomorrow. I'm going to put here traffic for IG. And then I'm going to say, who am I targeting? I'm targeting Etsy and small business owners because that is my target audience. You're going to do the same for your target audience. If you don't know who your target audience is, it's really important that you first identify who it is before you run ads, because if not, you're just spending money. If you need help with it, comment below what products you sell, and give me a lot of information about your business. So therefore, I could help you more. And what you're going to do next is you're going to make sure this is off, Advantage campaign budget, and you want to turn off A/B test if it's on. From here, you're going to go to the next, but this is the set part of it. And here you're going to name your campaign again. I'm going to use the same name, March 21st, traffic for IG, and then I'm targeting Etsy and small business owner. I'm going to switch my conversion to website because we're sending traffic to our Instagram account. So that's why I'm putting website. And I'm going to make sure that maximize numbers of link clicks is selected. From here, I'm going to set my budget. I'm going to do $10. If you're starting anywhere between 5 and 20 is a good start. And then what I recommend is running the campaign for 2 days and then checking to see, okay, have my followers grown? Do I want to keep running the campaign? Do I want to decrease the budget? Do I want to increase the budget? It's up to you at that point. And then you could set an end date if you want. I usually just keep it running and then I make sure that I come back and turn it off. So don't forget, because once you start running it, you have an actual campaign running. So don't forget about it. Now, what I always do is I start my campaigns the next day at 6 a.m. The reason for this is because I want my campaign to start in the beginning of the day. I want it to run throughout the entire day. I don't want Facebook to rush trying to, spend the money today because I started the campaign at 8 o'clock p.m., right? So that's the reason why. So you would do the same for your time zone for the next day. Then from here, you're going to come down here and you're going to select switch to original audience options, use original audience. And here, what I normally do is based on what you sell. Because I sell digital products, I could sell nationwide, everywhere. Doesn't matter. I usually target United States, Canada, Australia. So I'm going to do the 5 English speaking countries. So Australia, United Kingdom, and New Zealand. Now, if you sell, let's say that you have physical products and you have an actual store that people could visit and you're in Atlanta, then I would just do Atlanta, right? Or if you're in New York, I would just do New York. Pick based on where you at or based on the products. Let's say that you sell candles, but you only want to ship only in the US, right? You don't want to do outside. Then go ahead and make sure that you pick just the US, right? You could do that. You could be very granular and pick just a certain area. You could spread it more open like I have. It just depends on the products that you sell. Then down here, if you know your age of your target audience, like mine's are between 25 to 65. So this is the age group that I target. And I always target women. I have a lot of men in my programs and services, but I would say 98% are women. So I'm going to stick with that. And then this is where you add your detailed targeting. This is what's going to help you show your ads to the right people, along with everything else we have added. So for me, it would be someone that's crafty, someone that has a hobby, someone that likes Etsy. As you can see, it's already recommending stuff for me because I run ads so much, right? So someone that likes Pinterest and maybe like small business owner. These are the targeting that I would pick. Based on what you sell, it's going to be a little bit different, right? So you want to make sure that you're picking based on your target audience. If you are a fitness coach and your target audience are moms, then you want to pick moms. You want to put here behavior. You want to put interest like moms. Where do your audience hang out? And you want to enter that here. If you are a social media, let's say you're a social media manager, then, some of the things that you could target is social media. You could target digital marketing, people that are searching for those terms that you teach. So be very specific, and you want to choose only stuff that's relevant to your products and services so you could attract the right people and repel the wrong people. I would pick at least 4 or more, but if you pick 4, it's good enough to start running your campaign. Once you pick that, you want to scroll down and you want to click on placements. You want to click on edit. And what we want to do is we want to do manual placement. And what I like to do when I'm running a campaign that is just to grow my Instagram, I don't want to run a campaign on Messenger, and I don't want to run a campaign outside of Facebook and Instagram. Like, I don't want to have an ad showing up on a website because they're less likely to click and follow me on Instagram. So I want to keep my ads on Facebook and Instagram. So go ahead and pick those 2. And you're pretty much done with this ad section. Now we're going to go to the section where you create your creative, where you upload that image that you created. So go ahead and name this again. I'm going to use the same name all across. I just copy and paste it. Make sure that if you have multiple pages, like I have tons of Facebook pages, click here and select the one that you're working with and select the Instagram account that you're working with. And I'm going to go ahead and turn this off for the sake of this video. So once you pick here, what you're going to do is you're going to go right here, and it's going to give you the option to create, use assisting post, or use Creative Hub Mockup. I'm going to use create ad. And from here, I'm going to do single image or video. And it's going to ask me the website. This is where you're going to enter your Instagram. So make sure it has instagram.com/your handle name. So make sure to have that. If you guys want to connect with me on Instagram, I actually engage with everyone's account. So if you need support, like no one's liking your post, no one's engaging with it, go ahead and give me a follow. Send me a message saying, hey, I saw your video on YouTube. You told me to give you a follow. And then I will follow you back and I will support you as much as I can. So go ahead and hit me up if you want. Back to the tutorial. I'm going to add my Instagram here. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back up. I'm going to go down, excuse me. And I'm going to click on add media, add image. And from here, it's going to prompt me to upload. So I'm going to upload image, and I'm going to go to my desktop, because that's where I put my image earlier. And I'm going to go ahead and upload my image. You're going to do the same for yours. Give it a few seconds and then you're going to click next. And from here, you're going to go ahead and pick the image that we're working with. Click next. And from here, it's going to ask you primary text, headline, description, and call to action. So I actually have my text here for the purpose of this video to make it a little bit quicker. So I wrote my primary text using ChatGPT. So I put from my primary text, growing an online business shouldn't feel like guesswork, whether you're selling on Etsy, launching digital products, or building a personal brand. I teach you the strategies that actually work. Follow me for expert insights on how to start, manage, and grow a sustainable business without the overwhelm. So from here, I click next. Make sure that all of these have the original setting so it's not getting cut off. So original, and original. This is good to go. Next. I'm not going to mess around with this. I'm going to skip. I don't need no creatives like AI creatives or anything. Done here. I'm going to continue. And here is my ad. As you can see, it's already showing up. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to fix this here. It says chat with us, which is right here, this little description line. I actually going to say tap follow for daily business growth tips. So that's going to be like the little headline that I want there. So now it's going to change it, as you can see. And you want to have that call to action. You want to tell people, follow me, right? So I have a few ways that I did it. I wrote in the primary text. I have it in the actual image. And then I have it here in the description that also shows up on the actual, on top of the image sometimes as well. Now, what I normally will say is learn more, but because I want people to follow me, there's no follow button, but the closest one is subscribe. So I'm going to click on subscribe so people could actually subscribe. And then this is looking good. It's already good here. And if let's say that you didn't want for the Instagram page to show up here, if you have, let's say, a website, what you could do is go up here and enter the display link, the link that you actually want people to see. So if you don't want them to see the Instagram link, you could just grab your blog link and you could go back to the ad and you could put it right here. So now instead of saying Instagram, it has like your name. And that's, it looks better, it looks more professional in a way as well. So you could do that as well. It's not the end of the world if you don't have your own website, but that's just something you could do. I usually turn this off. I don't want my ads to run alongside other people's ads. I want my ads just to be by themselves, to have a greater chance of them clicking on mine and not someone else's. And this is pretty much done. I mean, you're done now. Now all you have to do is publish. And now keep in mind that when you publish an ad, it could take a few minutes to get activated or a few hours. A lot of times you'll have here no photos or it'll have like your Facebook banner, but when you hover on top, you'll see your actual ad. So that's pretty normal. So keep that in mind. If you schedule this for the next day, like I did, you should be getting like a message from Facebook saying your ad was approved, and then it will start running the next day at 6 on the dot. It will start running. But it can take a few hours for it to be activated, especially if you've never run ads. Keep that in mind. Sometimes they'll have like processing, then this will change to review, and then it will change to active, meaning that it has been approved. You didn't break any terms and conditions. Everything looks good. So now it's going to go ahead and be active. But this is, in my opinion, the best way to grow your following if you have the money to, keep a budget. It is the fastest way to grow without having to go viral or having to create content like 3 times a day. So many people say the more you post, the faster you grow. But who has time for that? Even I have tried doing that in the past, and it does lead to burnout. So I only do once a day. I might be testing sometimes twice a day. but for the most part, I do 1 post per day. But this is the fastest way if you want to grow your following effectively with the right people, with people that will be interested in your products. Don't buy fake followers. It's not worth it. Do it this way. If you want to grow your following a lot quicker, do it this way. You're growing your following with people that are actual people that will consume your content, click on your links, and buy your products, which is ultimately what we want as business owners. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if this resonated with you, hit that like button, subscribe for more brutally honest small business and marketing advice, and leave a comment below. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.